So I wasn't gonna say anything about this whole young Dolph murder slash Nipsey Hussle, same thing. And I just been sitting back watching and paying attention to some of this stuff. I got the week off from work, so I got some time just to sit around and watch, YouTube, and sometimes certain shit interests me and sometimes it doesn't. But I just want to show you all how media works and the 1% controls what you think and how you go about looking at things. Most people don't do reading and comprehension for themselves. They look at what everybody else says. And the people who are the 1% of what the news says and what, the media outlet says, and they go by that and give their own opinion. So the Empire label has 4 artists that's now been murdered or whatever. Young Dolph being the latest one. Now, regardless of Young Dolph's, past or whatever, apparently he was offered a $22 million contract. He was like, nah, I'm not taking that. Most rappers would have. Because he feels that, well, if you can offer me $22 million, then shit, what can I do on my own? So he had a distribution deal with Empire, but he also, was coming back and trying to build up his community. Come to find out, he had like over 100 properties in Memphis, housing and stuff like that. And he came home to give out turkeys for Thanksgiving. So then he gets to a cookie shop that's in another strip mall similar to what Nipsey Hussle was at. And wasn't it a white Benz or whatever it was, the same kind of car that the guy that killed Nipsey Hussle, the getaway drivers had the same car? Similar white, whatever, Toyota Camry, whatever it was. So my bigger question is that, music has changed with the internet and streaming. You really don't need a middleman. So these record labels aren't making the money that they used to make. A lot of artists are getting smarter. They want to own their masters. They can get these streaming services or whatever. And if you sign to a big label, you can negotiate on how much percentage that you get. Then they get the whole Master P thing. So with all that said, all of a sudden out the blue, Soldier Boy, them talking shit about this man, say he didn't do this and he ain't that. So then you stir up some beef. The whole thing with Yo Gotti and all them niggas. So you got beef. And see, this is what's wrong with most of you motherfuckers rapping. You rapping about murder, kill, gang shit, ops, and you all are beefing with each other in the industry. And all this gang banging and shit. So how easy would it be for the industry, and you got these record labels who have insurance policy on these rappers because they high risk, investments. How easy it would be for these record labels to use these young dudes, because that's all they're talking about. And they know they're going to end up dead and then paying somebody off to kill them. And then they get their fucking insurance policy. And then when it comes to their masters, depending on what kind of deal they got, they probably get a piece of that. And the bigger question I have is for all you motherfuckers that's running around talking about the gatekeepers of hip hop. You got P. Diddy, you got Jay-Z and Roc Nation, you got Steve Stout and all these other motherfuckers who are like head of hip hop. And again, like I told you, if you think the government ain't making money off the most powerful media outlet in the world right now, which is hip hop. I mean, you got Caucasian people all at these concerts singing the songs all overseas. You can go anywhere. If you don't think the government has a play in that, then you're a goddamn fool. So if Jay-Z, Nas, and all these motherfuckers are who they say they are, and they see the shit that Young Dolph was doing, why hasn't any one of them spoken up and tried to get a team together because they got all the resources they got. It should be easy. Noriega had the motherfucker all on the show. It should be easy for Jigga Man, PD, Noriega, and all these other motherfuckers to pull their resources together and find out what happened to Young Dolph and other rappers in general. You know why they're not gonna do it and why they haven't done it? Because they with the bullshit. They with the, this, like I said, I don't sit around and talk to other people. This ain't no fucking conspiracy shit. Again, I'm looking at the same thing you all are looking at. And I'm forming an opinion. There's no way in the world if I was Jay-Z and I'm this big dude, the big homie of rap music, that I'm seeing all this shit happening and I'm not speaking up or I'm not pulling my resources to find out what happened to these young rappers because they African American when they all supposed to be in the same game. This ain't got nothing to do with snitching. Jay-Z ain't out here gangbanging. Whatever this and that, he's trying to get answers to solve these crimes and maybe they'll stop. But the one bigger thing that would make this motherfucker stop, you all need to stop rapping about murder, kill, drug selling, because all it does is create drama. And if somebody wanted to knock you off, and not your ops, but maybe a record label you are signed to, and your product really ain't hitting, you worth more dead than you are alive.